One Size has sent over their brand new foundation. Not just the foundation, but they also sent over their sponge. When I do my PR hauls, I always say, wait a minute, what world am I living in? Like what? Just little old me, pero mija, yesterday, I got this, not expecting it. Look at the stunning Patrick Star. Like what? Of course, we have to go ahead and do a full-on application, swatches, wear test. This baby has not launched yet. However, I've done a little bit of research for you guys and I scoped One Size's Instagram account to get you as much information as I can. One Size had released some spoilers, but like not a full-blown reveal, and then it was spoiled in advance. One Size did end up revealing and provided some information. It says, meet our new Full Beat Foundation, a long wear, soft matte foundation with only 16 clean ingredients, delivering full coverage and all-day comfort. It's said to be waterproof, sweatproof, long wear, and weightless, will not clog your pores, and it's available in 38 shades. You can get early access via the Sephora app on September 23rd. However, the big drop is actually on the 24th at Sephora, TikTok Shop, and onesizebeauty.com. So make sure you set your reminders. They were absolutely amazing and sent over 3 shades my way. Now 3 of the medium shades. And then here we have the shade ranges. At the bottom, it shows you N is for neutral, R is for rosy, G is for golden, GO is golden olive, and G and NU. Let's embrace this beautiful packaging. Frosted glass bottle, yes. And you're getting a pump with this baby. This one here is medium 30 R, medium 45 NR, which is neutral rosy, and then medium 65 R. This is what it's gonna look like on my complexion, just swatched. Obviously the 2 shades up front are much lighter. They have a wider range of medium. They sent me what they thought would work for me, and I think this one would be best. I'm curious to see what the rosy would look like on my complexion, given that I'm usually cool neutral. Sometimes golden, depending on the formula. Let's see. Their new beauty sponge is called the Turn Up the Base Infinity Beauty Sponge, and it goes for $19. Friends, this is a very unique sponge. Look at the shape to that. What? I'm assuming you can use this to apply. You can. And you can get in here, it's nice and flat. But once you're done on that side, like, it's just super unique. Beauty meets geometric in this iconic sponge. Designed with a unique ovoid shape. Ovoid, I didn't even know that was a shape, girl. For infinite uses, this ultra soft ergonomic tool smoothly applies makeup and skincare from liquids to powders, which is great because I have this one ready to go. I went to dampen the sponge and realized it grew, girl. I mean, she was in here and she fit nice and taut, and look at this. She's a big girl now. Feels kind. I always do something. I had to go wash it again. I dropped her. It kind of feels like memory foam. What? Super soft. If anything, I feel like it's better than these kinds of sponges, and I had this one ready to go. I can really appreciate that they sent over their sponge, but I like to stay true to who I am and how I do things here on the channel. And when I do wear tests, I make sure that I use a sponge on one side and a brush on the other. So your girl has her Rephr brush ready to go. This is going to be like a new concept, something that they sent over my way. It's the B4, and it is a, ooh, it got powder on it. It is a complexion brush. I'll be able to see how each tool applies and determine which tool I prefer for this foundation. My skin is clean and I did apply a toner. I am gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty Watch It Tone serum because I love her. It's a dark spot serum, leave me alone. I apply it all over the face and that's okay, all right? Now with all makeup, all bases, all foundations, even your skin tint, you wanna make sure you skin prep. I'm doing with this foundation what I would typically do. I'm gonna go in with a moisturizer. This is going to be the Keys Soul Care Skin Transformation. And on my channel, I truly believe in less is more and your outcome will be beautiful. If you're new here, I have normal combo skin. I'm human, so I have pores. I wouldn't say I have insane, crazy texture, but I have some texture. Again, i.e., I have skin on my face. I'm human. My enlarged pores are here. My texture is typically around the highlight cheekbone area. I am able to get away with not using a primer, and that is what we're gonna do today because apparently this is gonna be waterproof, sweat-proof, and all that good stuff. So technically for my skin type, I can skip a primer. We're gonna take the foundation. I'm gonna do one regular pump. She's gonna look like so. I will just kind of dab this on the skin. We're gonna do one side just to see. I know this looks like a little pop. Again, less is more. I'm gonna go ahead and tap this baby. I love that this covers such a wide area all at once. And I'm just gonna tap this baby in. I wanna compare one side to the other. And then we're gonna build it because I wanna see what that's gonna look like if I add the rest of this pump. I don't have the natural shadows anymore. It literally created like a blank canvas. So you see this shadow down here, all of that is gone. It balanced out redness, the dark areas on my skin. I feel like just to test it, I'm gonna take a little bit, right? And then I'll kind of go under the eye. And this sponge, because the tip is kind of like, you know, what is it? It's curved and fine enough or thin enough, flat enough, I can get in under the eyeball and it definitely brightened. I mean, girl, we have like a before and after. Technically, this looks so freaking good. I could most definitely, I mean, obviously I would have to do the other side, but walk out the door like this. It feels like I have nothing on the skin and it's not set yet. Like I don't feel like I'm doing this and I don't feel like there's anything on my skin. But when I go like this, it's slightly tacky, which is fine. I am still able to see my freckles, which is my personal preference, but there's definitely a before and after. Okay, I'm gonna go in and apply the rest of this on this side. And in terms of shade match, it does not look too off. If anything, it blends into my skin and my neck pretty well. I feel like I'm just gonna tap some under the eye. Well, I might be able to skip concealer today, girl. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the same side. I really like this sponge. It's covering so much like real estate on the face. It's cray. Look how easy and fast that was. Under the eye. This is layered with the rest of the foundation that I had pumped out. So it does layer really nicely. Where's my mirror? Here it is. It doesn't look heavy or cakey or odd, and it still balanced out the skin fairly well. Remember, I have no smoothing primer, no nothing. I really want to test out the formula for what it is on its own, and it's looking so good. So now we're gonna go ahead and apply on this side, but we're going to use a brush. Back to dabbing. I wonder if I'm going to be able to like build it the same, or if it's not gonna be necessary because I'd be using the brush. Because remember, a sponge does absorb some of the product, whereas the brush technically does not. So we shall see. I'm gonna go ahead and pat the product onto the skin. And I feel like I'm gonna do the same thing to the under eye because it just makes sense. And then I'll take some under the eye because I failed to do that the first time. And instead of using this one, I'll just use like one that's specifically for the under eye because the other one's too big for my under eye. All right, this is layer number 1 with a brush. I feel like it looks just as good as the sponge side. It looks even, blended, balanced. If anything, I feel like this one already has enough coverage. Maybe it's just me. They look pretty even. I will say though, I feel like the under eye could use a little more something. So I'll go in and add a smidge more just to make sure that they look even underneath. And then yeah, I feel like I'm gonna skip on concealer only because the more you build under the eye, you're automatically setting yourself up for failure and it will crease. And given that the coverage of this foundation is so stunning, I can totally skip on a concealer and just move on with powder. I think the skin looks great. I want to feel her. Doesn't necessarily feel like a full-on powder finish. It has the slightest, like from a 1 to a 10, the tack is like a 0.1. I feel everything, so I know it's there, but it doesn't feel like there's much of anything there. And again, we're not done with the makeup and like the application process. So, I mean, that's also kind of gonna go away. I'm gonna go in and set the under eye with Ultra Peach. I'm gonna flip her over and I'm just gonna press that baby in. Similarly, I am gonna kind of go like this. And then with a fluffy brush, I'm gonna kind of blend that out because I don't want to bake. I typically do not bake. And do you see what I'm saying? I was able to skip concealer. I'm gonna move forward. I'm going to apply my bronzer, some blush. I'll add some mascara. I think I want to keep the eyes simple. I'll do a lippy and stuff, and we'll see how it looks at that point once we've applied more product on top. Right now, everything is looking good. It is still looking seamless, just slightly lighter than I was initially. We're back and the face is on. I'm gonna give you details on the product that I applied. It's not a lot of product, trust, and I look glam. But I know I'm gonna get questions on what's the lip, what's on your cheeks, and all that. So I'll give you that in a second. Pero this is your daily reminder to do all the things for me. Make sure you're hitting the like button, you're commenting as we go along. Give me your thoughts, give me your opinion. Are you excited for this new launch? And if you're new here, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Your interactions tells YouTube you're enjoying the content. In turn, they'll share my videos with a broader audience, but it also tells YouTube what you like and what you don't like. And so in turn, they'll customize your experience when you visit YouTube on your personal preferences. So they'll show you more of what you're enjoying. And we can't move forward without saying hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships, are supporting the channel at a higher level, and have unlocked exclusive perks. So if you're ever interested in joining these wonderful people, make sure you hit the join button below and you're good to go. I have the Patrick Ta She's So LA Duo. I added the cream on top of the foundation and then I went in with the powder and it looks fantastic. My bronzer is the YSL and the lip is the Urban Decay Lip Bond in Unbreakable. I figured if we're gonna keep the face simple, we're gonna go bold on the lip, girl. Right about now, it is 11:13 p.m. What? 11:13 a.m. I applied this foundation starting at 10 o'clock. I've been filming other videos and stuff like that behind the scenes, and girl, it is hot AF in this room already. And I have central air and the fan right over me, so that says a lot. She's looking so good. Like, I've been grabbing my mirror. I'm like this close, just taking a look. I'm looking for imperfections. I know I applied this not too long ago. I'm gonna give you timing and everything, but it doesn't look dry. It doesn't look crepey. She's looking really good. I'm not mad at her. Oh my God. I've been filming for about an hour. So she's been on for an hour. It's 11:13. I will do a follow-up later on in the day. I'm gonna wait a few hours. I had this ready to go. I was gonna use their setting spray on one side, but I feel like it looks so good. It's not even necessary. Anyway, so I will see you guys again in a few hours and I'll give you guys an update, a close-up, and we'll see what she's looking like. We are back. It is 2:20, girl. 2:23, my friends. It is 2:23 p.m. This was 11:15-ish, so we're looking at 12, 1, 2. So 3 hours in, I am literally getting ready to walk out the door to go do, I was gonna say curbside pickup, love Jesus, to go pick up my kid at school. And I was like, oh, let me do like an update real quick, because sometimes in the car, traffic, blah, whatever, and I don't wanna get in trouble. The skin is looking really good. Now, that's from afar. Oh God, I am going to look close up and mentally prepare before I zoom you guys in. Yeah, it's still looking really good. Hold on. Here is the skin up close. There's no dry patches. It's not moving around. It hasn't settled. I don't look oily or greasy. This is just the dew from the highlighter as I showed you guys before. She's still holding on strong. As soon as I stopped filming, I cleaned up the kitchen. I made a few sauces that I need for dinner. So I already started working on dinner around 11:30 and some change. I had my lunch. I edited a video. I'm leaving it uploading now. So I've done a lot. And so in my mind, I'm like, I'm doing chores, I'm cleaning, on this, that, and the other. I completely forgot that I had makeup on because this does not feel like I have anything on. It feels like nothing. So at one point I started scratching, and as I'm scratching and I looked at my finger, I go, oh, I've got bronzer transfer. That's the only reason why I remembered I freaking had makeup on. Otherwise, I mean, it feels like I have nothing. But we're really putting this baby to the test. It's only been a few hours. I really want to see after I cook. I'm going to be searing a skirt steak, making some wild rice, frying some tostones. So I kind of want to see if it's going to withstand humidity of Florida, because I'm stepping out and coming back in. Also, the heat in the kitchen. So I'll see you guys in a few more hours. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so happy that when I do wear tests, I've learned to take my thumbnail picture early. Not necessarily because I don't know what the makeup is gonna look like, because at the end of the day, it is a wear test, right? So if it looks like crap, it would make for a great thumbnail. It's actually due to the fact that I look like a train wreck and I look tired at the end of the day. It is quite literally 7:01 p.m. Same day, I got cold, so I put a sweater on. I've been in the kitchen. It got hot, but now I'm cold. I got pelitos coming out the side, and I'm quite literally ready for my second shower of the day. So I want to remove the makeup. 7:01-ish, 7:02. And this is what we are looking like. I look tired, I know, leave me alone. The makeup looks good. I'm not mad at her. The skin is quite literally skinning, you guys. I am slightly dewier, slightly, but nothing that's so crazy. And I feel like I keep forgetting that I have makeup on because it feels like I have nothing on. Now, if I go like this, oddly enough, you can see some oils come through, but I think it wore so great. I have nothing happening on the sides of my nose, and the under eye is looking so good. Take a look. And remember, I applied no concealer, so I literally applied the foundation under the eyeball, okay? And then set it with my Ultra Peach. Listen, the proof is in the pudding. And I know a lot of people are gonna do very quick reviews, 60 seconds or less, tell you it's beautiful, and then call it a day. I did a full-on wear test. If you're going to buy it, I want you to feel confident in your purchase. Is this going to be for everyone? Well, I don't care if you have normal, dry, oily skin, or a combination, anything. Skin prep is key, and you're gonna prep your skin based on your skin type. If you have really dry skin, you wanna make sure you really hydrate the skin prior to applying it. And obviously you wanna use a primer that's hydrating. And don't worry, this is not gonna make you look flat matte either. It's beautiful, like full coverage, but it looks like second skin. If you have normal combo skin, girl, do your skin prep. I skipped primer, skip primer, apply primer. Totally up to you, because it's gonna wear really, really well. And if you have oily skin, while you're skin prepping, make sure that you're using products that'll help keep those oils at bay. You make sure you do your toner, make sure you use a water-based moisturizer, and an oil control primer. In the end, this foundation is absolutely stunning. If you want early access via the Sephora app, make sure you log in on September 23rd to snag the foundation before everyone else does. And then it's officially launching over on the 24th at Sephora, TikTok Shop, and onesizebeauty.com. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'll link all of the products that I featured in today's video below in the description box, of course. Remember, my giveaway is live. You don't want to sleep on that, so make sure you go check it out. I'll link the video in which it's announced also in the description box. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.